Well, g'day everybody, it's Simon here, Explosive Action, doing another video, Blu-ray and DVD update for the month of May. I do have a couple of other things still coming in the post, but I don't know how much I'll have until June at this point. Money is starting to get tight for reasons that will eventually unfold in a later update, but for now, time to focus on what's at hand, and good mix of things here. So I'm going to start with the Blu-rays, I think. Okay, so the first one I got cheap on eBay is a double of Kelly's Heroes and Where Eagles Dare. These are two 60s classics that were recommended to me. Kelly's Heroes especially was recommended to me by a friend who said it was one of the manliest films ever made. And I've not seen it, but the cast of Clint Eastwood, Telly Savalas, and Donald Sutherland, particularly for me, that's a pretty damn manly cast. So I look forward to that. And Where Eagles Dare is a Clint Eastwood film. Again, not seen them, so that should be pretty good. Two separate DVDs in the one case; they're not sandwiched on the one disc, which is good. Same goes for this one. This was very, very cheap. This was $9 from Kmart, American History X and Falling Down. I thought for that price I'll upgrade them. Both good films, particularly Falling Down. I really enjoy that one. Everybody knows those two films. $9 was a good price. $7 for Striking Distance. Bruce Willis I've never seen. It's probably from that period when he was making fairly average films. Sarah Jessica Parker, Horsewoman herself, being in this film doesn't really fill me with confidence, but yeah, the price was quite right, so that's Striking Distance. The Stranger, quite like Steve Austin's direct-to-video action films, and I've got the DVD, but yeah, this was also like $8, so I figured, well, that's a cheap upgrade. Why not? So The Stranger, quite good. From a trade forum for the slim price of $6, I was happy with that, including shipping. Mortal Kombat Legacy. Now this is the web series, which I saw as it was coming out on YouTube, I think. It was really quite good. There we go, better focus. 9 little sort of 10-minute length episodes featuring all kinds of actors. Michael J. White turned up there playing Jax. I think that was my highlight. And it's all the story before the first tournament. It ends before the first tournament, so it's all the individual people getting recruited, essentially. It's a recruitment video. I thought it was very good, and it was sort of the director was trying to prove that he could then helm a real film, and I think one may be in the works, so it worked out well. So that's Mortal Kombat Legacy mini webisodes on a Blu-ray. Very cool. I also got Ichi. This is yet another take on the Zatoichi films. This is starring Ichi as a woman, the blind swordsman. And this sort of just happened by luck. My wife was a big fan of the Zatoichi films and said that there was a manga she read called Ichi. And sure enough, that night, my regular trade forum emails came through and someone had it going for $7. So I jumped on that, the Region A of Ichi. I went ex-rental shopping, got some bargains. These are all $3 each. So this is Bruiser, George Romero. I was very surprised with this film. Very, very surprised. It was very good. It's a little like Falling Down in some ways. This guy that keeps getting pushed around in life and at work essentially cracks and one day wakes up with this mask on his face and it's not removable. And he uses it to his advantage to fix a few of his problems. I thought it was quite a good film. Interesting fact, I thought I was getting a dud copy here, because it said full screen presentation, and it gloated how that meant that there was no black bars top or bottom of your TV, like that was a good thing. Turned out that was a load of shit. It's actually a very nice 16:9 transfer, very sharp, very clean. So if any Australians are out there and they see this and they put it back because of that, don't pick it up. It's fine. It's nice. It looks great. The text on the back is wrong. Bruiser, another ex-rental. Returner. Impulse, I've not seen this one. Japanese film, I think it was. Just a big action film, futuristic action film. It looks kind of cool. I really don't know too much about it. If anyone's seen Returner, Let me know if it's any good. Act of Valor. Yeah, I wasn't planning on ever getting this because of the generally bad reviews. The idea is good. Stars real life Navy SEALs, but obviously they're not actors, and apparently it shows. But for $3 for something that had basically never been rented, the disc looks brand new. I thought, oh, I'll add it to the collection for $3. So, Act of Valor. I might be surprised, but I highly doubt it. Prey. Big monster film that's got Peter Weller. That was what inspired me to get this. True events. Yeah, right. Yeah, who knows what to expect here, but Peter Weller. Robocop himself in a killer something film. That's good enough for me. Here's some crappy action. I can barely read that. Final Assault. So this is with Hector Echevarria. Echevarria? I don't know how you say that. Anywho, Final Assault. He's got a couple of films, this guy. I've not seen any of them. And this is an old Flashback Entertainment DVD, long deleted, that managed to get in that $3 sale. So it looks, pretty direct-to-video action nonsense. I may enjoy it, I may not. The Steam Experiment with Val Kilmer. He hasn't quite blimped out at this point. Some kind of sadistic horror, it looks like, like a Saw kind of thing. With a Taxi Driver vibe. Okay, interesting. But Val Kilmer, Armand Asante, Eric Roberts, that's always good. Patrick Muldoon, oh dear, Starship Troopers. So, could be good. Don't really know. Just taking a punt on it. Steam Experiment. And we've got The Process. Yep, some kind of martial arts thing. Who knows? I was not being very picky at this price. $3 each. Just packing up anything I'd never heard of, and if it looked decent, give it a quick scan on IMDb for a few positive reviews, and if there was at least a few, I picked it up. So yeah, The Process, martial arts thing. If you've seen it, do comment. Horror film, Demons Among Us, filmed by Stuart Simpson. Australian film, I believe. Yeah, shown at the Perth International Film Festival, that sort of indicates it is. On Accent and Accent Underground. They put out a lot of decent horror films, that label, so yeah, it might be good. I have no idea. If anyone's seen Demons Among Us, it's got a pretty cool cover. Vampire-y demon thing on the back there. Yeah, do shout out if it's any good. Got to get some cryptacular entertainment in here as well. Troma Redneck Zombies, the first early release out in Australia. I saw this back on tape in, I don't know, 1995, something like that. Haven't seen it again. Just a few key scenes that stuck in my head that I figured I needed to see it to see if that film was actually any good. I'm sure it's not, but hey, Redneck Zombies. Partnered up with Rabid Grannies. This looks awful. Just looks awful. But, it's Troma, so it may surprise me or it may reinforce the fact that it's awful. We got Yellow Brick Road, relatively new release here, another accent film. Don't know a great deal about it either. There was talk about it when it came out like a year ago, so anybody seen it, do comment. Yellow Brick Road. Mum and Dad. Parents can be bloody murder. Well, it sounds like an interesting slasher. Family is everything. Yep. Don't really know what to expect here. Could be another Saw kind of film. Apparently it's stunning. Well, there you go. But the coveted R rating for high impact violence, blood and gore. That's always a good sign. So, Mum and Dad. And the last X rental, very surprised to see. 2000 Maniacs. The Something Weird Video Australian edition. Got the R-rated logo. Old DVD this. Put out by Siren. Probably 10 years or plus. 2000, there you go, 2000. 13 years ago this DVD came out. And the disc surface was quite good. So, probably not rented much, or they put it through one of those resurface machines. I've not ever seen 2000 Maniacs. The only Herschel Gordon Lewis film I've seen is Blood Feast 1 and 2. or films I should say. So yeah, 2000 Maniacs is one of my friend's favourite films, so that's also a good sign. So they're the X rentals. Other stuff came in the post. These were very cheap. Witchfinder General, Umbrella release that is somewhat hard to find. One of the earlier ones when they were partnered with AV Channel. Witchfinder General, Vincent Price. Lucio Fulci's Four of the Apocalypse, so he did a spaghetti western. Apparently it's actually very good. So yeah, I hope that one does work out well with with Fabio Testi. So Four of the Apocalypse, early Anchor Bay, I think, yeah. So that's always nice as well. Another spaghetti western. This is Menager, I assume that's how we say it, A Man Called Blade. Artwork very similar to my Django DVD, so I wonder if it's a similar kind of thing. Really just took a punt on these because they were like $5 each delivered, so couldn't really say no. It does look like quite a good one though. With Maurizio Merli. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong, but that looks right to me. Menager. These were a good pickup. The Code Red store. He's got a little online shop hosted by Big Cartel, and that's where the owner of Code Red, Bill Olsen, puts whatever remaining copies of deleted titles that he can find, and one of those is Rituals, which has been deleted for a while, and I never picked it up when it first came out. The time of this video, I think there were still copies, so if you still need Rituals, just Google for Code Red Big Cartel, and you should find the shop. It's a very cheap looking shop, but it's trustworthy, and you can probably still get yourself a copy of Rituals, and the long deleted Messiah of Evil, The Second Coming, 35th Anniversary Edition. I haven't seen this one, but when it was announced that this had come back into stock, everybody was losing their shit about how awesome it was, so I had to jump on that bandwagon and pick up Messiah of Evil. Another eBay one this week, White Ghost. This is a Polish DVD, and it's just another Rambo clone basically. I've got the VHS put out by Virgin. Good fun film. And I knew this DVD was out there. As far as I know, it's the only DVD. I don't think there's any other DVD. Quality is still full screen, better than VHS, but not amazingly so. But still a nice upgrade, and it was cheap. So this is, Reb Brown is listed as number one, but he's not really the number one in this film. But it's definitely a good Rambo clone. So White Ghost. And the DVD of the update, without a doubt, Manborg. This is the most fun I've had with a DVD in a long time. New release put out by Monster, rapidly becoming one of my favourite labels out here. A very friendly company with very affordable releases. This cost me all of $12, including delivery from their online shop. Simply can't say no to that. I've watched this twice already and loved every minute of it. It's only 60 minutes long. If you don't know about Manborg, I don't know where you've been, but it's like a homage of, love letter is the best way of saying it. A love letter to 80s action films, especially crazy things like Eliminators, with just random giant robots and demon armies and that kind of shit. It's got it's got everything. Vampire Nazi soldiers, the man Borg himself, a guy with a bad Australian accent, and his rather attractive sister who knows martial arts. Look, it's an absolute chaotic film. Very hard to explain. The cover should explain everything. I mean, that is Manborg. And better than the film itself, surprisingly, I thought, was one of the special features. You see there, Biocop short film. Essentially like an extended trailer. It's about 5 minutes long. Probably the funniest thing I've seen in a long time. I really hope they make a full film out of it, but who knows if they will. Biocop. It's not on YouTube. Just seriously go buy the DVD and watch the Biocop short film first, because it's just absolutely awesome. 3 DVDs from Germany. I picked up Shadow Warriors. This is a film with Shannon Tweed, Hulk Hogan, and Carl Weathers. Wow, what a cast. Now, I've not seen it yet. I flicked through the DVD to check out the quality. It looks pretty hilariously bad. Very, very much an 80s action film on a TV budget. I think it may have been filmed for cable. It's in full screen. And not only that, but Shadow Warriors 2, same cast again. It just looks gloriously awful. And I think they were new releases I got quite cheaply through Amazon Germany. But the best one out of that is River of Death, with that awesome cover art. Michael Dudikoff film on the MGM Classic range, so proper MGM film here. And a very nice anamorphic widescreen print with both German and English audio and removable subtitles. So that was the key for me. English audio and no subtitles. So this has not been put on DVD before. One of the Dudikoffs that hasn't. It's getting a American release, but only in DVD-R format, the manufacturer on demand. This is a proper DVD, and the artwork on this is far superior. So if you're a big fan of Dudikoff, I'd get the German disc, this one. That's River of Death. Well, that's the DVD portion of this update. I might leave the tapes for the next part, because we're already at 15 minutes, so see you all soon.